Okay, I'm going to teach water conservation this morning. You're probably wondering just how much water do I use to get this. I don't spend more than $60 a month, Arizona Water Company, by watering once per month in the winter and twice per month in the summer because of wood chips and mulch. I have mounds of wood chips just interspersed throughout my yard, and that's why. And every year I have some deciduous trees in here, like this mulberry. It drops all of its leaves, and it also becomes a part of microbial activity, food, mulch. So I just stretch my hose out. I don't have any drip systems in my backyard. I don't believe in drip systems because they just break all the time, and then they have to have costly repairs. So I just have this bubbler, and I just put it in areas, in large areas that, like, I'll start with this bamboo this morning, and I'll just set that down and let that saturate the wood chips in this particular spot where this bamboo is for about 5 or 10 minutes, and that's it. And then I'll move it to another sector throughout my yard. Just kind of divide it up in sections. Like, I'll bring it over here and maybe put it on this mulberry, this guy. And then I'll let it sit there for another 5 or 10 minutes. And you can see with saturating the soil, you'll get fungal growth, which is excellent. So those mushrooms popped up out of nowhere. And then maybe I'll put it over here by this neem tree. So I'll put it on there for maybe 3 minutes. And then over here next to my soursop and coffee tree, it's growing in there. I'll put it in here for another 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe next to the East Indian jujube and bay laurel, I'll put it on that mound over there for 5 minutes. And finally, beyond this pomegranate, I'll put it on the bubbler, maybe right over here on this mound of wood chips, which feeds this citrus. There is a desert gold peach tree here, this moringa tree back here, and also this hood pear will get some of the moisture, and also this ice cream bean tree that you see coming up here. This whole area gets really saturated in about 5 or 10 minutes, and that's pretty much it. I don't water much more than that. I may take a bucket of water and water these Barbados cherries. Hi, Bubba. This citrus here. It's a guamachile, a pomegranate and mulberry there, fig here. Other than that, I supplement with a lot of rainwater. So I have this rainwater system from my awning, captures a lot of rainwater. This Dorset apple, this mulberry, all that stuff gets rainwater all year. So it doesn't take long, and I do this only twice per month in the summertime. So I'm not using a whole lot of water. To get this all grew to the way you see it within 4 years. So I started doing this 4 years ago. So the shade effect from some of the larger trees helps reduce the soil temperature, which is also helpful for moisture retention in the wood chips. The wood chips will just soak up the water like a sponge, and it won't evaporate nearly as quick as it does with just normal native soil exposed to the sun. So a combination of shade as well as wood chips is key to to having a food forest like this. So that's today's lesson on water conservation.